Hey everybody, Zach Turns 92 here, back with another Movie Memories Monday for you. By the title, the thumbnail, you know what it's going to be for. It's going to be for a movie that I have not seen since I was younger. This movie came out when I was 5 in 1997. So it kind of has a special spot in my heart. It was a great movie then, and I haven't seen it since, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be a good movie now. It's George of the Jungle, the movie that was based off the cartoon from like the 60s or something. But I didn't really realize it was based off a cartoon until about a couple weeks ago when I watched the Nostalgia Critics review of this. And I'm kind of glad that he liked it because it is a goofy but hilarious movie. I always thought that the comedy of this movie was just hilarious. This is not the one I grew up with in terms of which tape I had. That one we had was lost years ago. Probably was worn out after how many times I watched it when I was younger. I've watched it a lot. So let's see. Here's the front cover. You can see, obviously, George, the tree. Everyone knows the song of George of the Jungle by now. If you haven't seen this movie, go find it. It's not too expensive. I think you can get like the double pack of 1 and 2 for fairly cheap now online. If you want to go old school like me, grab the VHS tapes. They're super cheap. At least I got mine at Goodwill for 50 cents, so I grabbed my childhood for a very good price. And it's in okay condition too. It's not like the best condition ever, but it's an alright condition. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. The ape's name was actually named Ape, if I remember right. The elephant's name was it Shaft? Or something like that? I can't remember. It has been years. The song is just in my head right now, so I'm kind of remembering the names from that. Then we see Tuki Tuki, if I'm right. Remember that one right, because I remember him from the movie. This movie is really good. It's a classic. Can't believe it's... Wait, this movie turns 21 this year? Wow, don't judge me. I know I'm old. Anyway, here we go with the other side. And this one actually still had the little Walt Disney sticker on the tape itself. And here's the back. I'm going to show you the images first before the actual words. This movie was hilarious. If you have not seen it, it's pretty old, but it's still a good movie. But let's see, I'll go slow for you guys to read. And then if you have troubles reading, I'll try to read it out loud to you guys. So, yeah, this movie, you can definitely tell was not mine. It has the word price on it. Probably because either this was from a garage sale at one point, and they put the price, like for some reason the word price on there. Or maybe it was owned by like a family that has the name Price. Either way, this is definitely not our original tape. But I really love this movie. It looks like it needs rewound. I haven't tested it out yet, and I just got this about like a few days ago. But I absolutely, well, by the time this video is up, it'll be about a week. But, love this movie. Let's see, the story's about Disney presents the smash hit comedy that families and critics everywhere went bananas over. Deep in the heart of the African jungle, a baby named George, the sole survivor of a plane crash, is raised by gorillas. George grows up to be a buff and lovable klutz, played by Brandon Fraser, who has a rainforest full of animal friends like Tuki. Oh, it's not Tuki Tuki, just Tuki. That was close. His big beaked messenger, Ape, a talking gorilla who's smarter than your average rocket scientist, and Shep. Oh, I knew it was close to that. And a gray-haired, peanut-loving pooch of an elephant. When poachers mess with George's pals, the King of Swings swings into action. Wait, no, the King of Swing swings into action. But before you can say, "Watch out for that tree," where'd I go? Okay, George comes face to bark with a few vine-covered obstacles. You'll go wild for this wonderfully wacky comedy that People magazine calls impossible to resist. And I guess Newsday/Kids Day gave it 5 stars, called hilariously funny. This movie was hilarious. I did love this movie. Thought it was really well acted. I thought it was comedy gold. Oh, so that's where the tape went, like fully. Hold on, if I can get that in there. So it went like kind of like over like this. always thought it was weird that the tape always faced that way when I'm so used to the clamshell cases where they had them facing like this. So I'm always used to doing it the opposite way. Not sure if that's just me or not. But really like this film. It's basically like Tarzan. Pretty much. It's pretty much a similar story of a boy raised by apes meets up with other humans via like them trying to hunt them down or whatever, and Tarzan George meets Ursula. I couldn't remember her name for a second. It was Ursula. This movie was really hilarious. It's not really meant to be story driven. It was meant to be just sit down, have fun, watch a goofy movie. Not that goofy movie, but still a very funny, very great movie. See, memories that I have with it. I remember Tuki. I think Tuki was probably one of my favorite animal pals that he had. Shep was pretty cool, but I really liked Tuki because every time he would say his name, he'd go Tuki Tuki. I don't know. I can't remember it by heart just because it's been several years, at least over 10 to 15 years since I've probably seen this movie. But I really, really liked it. I still most likely will. It's been a long time. I'm going to have to watch this sooner or later. Once again, to just bring back the nostalgia. Let's see. Now, remember, I think we have some home tapes, like home videos on VHS tapes of, I think not us really watching it, but it was in a pile of our VHS tapes in the background. And I remember showing it off to the camera when I was younger. I need to rewatch those too and get those transferred to disc. But anyway, tell me in the comments below what you guys and girls think of George of the Jungle. Have you seen this one, or have you seen its sequel, George of the Jungle 2, which actually was played by a different guy who played George, so it wasn't the same person. Which I think they actually made a fourth wall joke about that he was played by someone else. The sequel is okay. By far better was the first one, but sequel's a good enough sequel for a movie that's just lighthearted. But tell me what you guys and girls think of this video, what you think of George of the Jungle. Which one did you prefer, George of the Jungle 1 or George of the Jungle 2? And let's not include the 2000, was it 5 or 6 cartoon show. It was junk. I hated that cartoon. The more modern one that came out in mid-2000s. It was bad. The only thing I liked from that cartoon show was the theme song that they kind of redid. It had a little bit of a catchy tune to it as well. That's pretty much it. But if you haven't seen this movie, recommend it highly, and you won't be disappointed. Tell me your thoughts. If you have it, do you have it on VHS, DVD, or if they ever released it on Blu-ray, Blu-ray. See you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this, and God bless to all.